In this video in the Parkour series, I will be creating a mantling system. This enables the player to climb up ledges. The mantling trace will be lowered when in air. First we need an animation. I will be using one from Mixamo. The animation I am using is called Braced Hang to Crouch. Download it without skin. Next we need to convert it using a Mixamo to Unreal Engine converter. I will link this in the description. When converting, make sure to press Custom Root Motion and set frame, height, and rotation to 0. This is so the Z-axis is included in the converted animation. I will make a new folder for mantling. Now import the animation. Open up the animation and enable root motion on it. Now make a montage of the animation by right-clicking and creating a new montage. We will now add motion warping montage notifies. Make sure you have the motion warping plugin enabled. The first notify will be during when the player pulls themselves up. Name it mantle point 1 and uncheck ignore Z-axis and warp rotation. The second notify will be from when the player starts to go forward until the end. Make the parameters the same as the first notify but name it mantle point 2. Open up your player blueprint. Create a new function called mantle trace. It will have 3 float inputs. The first is initial trace length to check how close you must be to an object to mantle. The second is an offset for finding the motion warping location. The last one is a multiplier that reduces the trace height if the player is falling. There will be 2 vector outputs. One for each mantle position. Create 2 new local variables as well for both mantle positions. Make a new Boolean variable called canMantle. Set canMantle to false as it should only turn true once the traces detect the object is climbable. Add a line trace by channel. The start will be the actor location and the end will be the actor location with an added forward offset by using getActorForwardVector. Multiply the forward vector by the initial trace length input. Drag out of the return value and add a branch. Also make the draw debug type an input so we can easily debug the system and the traces used. If the branch returns false, then set can mantle to false as no object was detected to mantle over. If true, then add a sphere trace by channel. Break the hit result of the line trace and get location. The start will be the location with the secondary trace Z offset input added to it. Multiply the Z offset by a select float and the condition will be is falling. Value will be impact point with a forward offset added. Multiply the get actor forward vector by 50. The two outputs will be the two respective local variables. I will now comment the function to explain each part's purpose. Go back to the mantle trace function and make sure this is connected to impact point. I accidentally connected it to impact normal. Add the mantle trace function and connect it to this false path. If you did not follow the vaulting tutorial, I will show how to make a separate input event for it towards the end of the video. You can add the following input values and then change them later if you want to customize it. Add a branch that checks the kin mantle variable. If it is false, then add a jump node. Connect the false from kin vault to the mantle trace as well if you are following along after the previous video. Create a new macro called mantle. It will have 2 vector inputs and 3 float Get the mesh and add a play montage node. Next add a delay node. Set the montage to the mantling 1. Set the delay duration to the montage length input. Then add a set actor enable collision and set it to enabled. Finally set the movement mode to falling. You can connect this to the output node. I will comment this macro as well. Add the mantle macro to this true path. You can enter the same input value as I am. The montage length value should be the point in the animation when the player completes moving location. Change the montage notifies endpoint to be here as well. Also go back to the animation and set force root lock to true. As you can see, the traces are working correctly and the player is mantling. The trace height is lower if the player tries mantling while in air. If you want to make it so that there is a separate key for mantling rather than the same as vaulting, or if you did not follow the previous tutorial, then you can do this easily. Just add an input event like left control and bring over the mantling code. Make sure to remove the jump node from the false path of can mantle. That is all for this video. You can purchase this project using the link in the description if you want. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.